So glad to have you on the webinar today with Sean Madavi and myself. In case you don't recognize my voice, I am Devon Pugh. I'm the CEO and founder of Your New Neighborhood. And as I said, we're real excited to be presenting this information to all of you today. We're going to help you grow your businesses in 2015. So first, let's get started with a few housekeeping items. We want to make sure that you can hear us and see our screen. So if you look into the right-hand side of your screen, you'll see a chat box. If you would type in your chat box, yes, I can hear you, and then let us know what city you're coming from. We would love to hear from all of you and love to see what city you're in. So we definitely want to make sure you can hear us. You should be looking at the screen that says tapping into the power of your database. So let us know you're there and tell us what city you're calling from. We'd love to hear from you.
We got David in, we got David in Prosper, Texas. Hey, Laura. Laura's in Grand Prairie. Yeah, guys, go ahead. Just make sure that you can see the screen and hear us, and type in your name and tell us where you're from. We want to say hi to all you guys. I think we're good, Devon.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. So second housekeeping item, we've got a lot of good information we're going to go over this morning. So let's take some time out while we're on this webinar and really focus on our businesses. So we ask that you get rid of any distractions. Turn off your cell phones, your texts, your emails, and definitely get out a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. Like I said, we're going to go over some really, really great information. So are you ready to help your businesses grow? If you'll type in yes with exclamation points, I'm ready. Again, we want to hear from you. So type in yes, you're ready.
We got a lot of people typing in yes.
All right, all right. Third housekeeping item, at the end of the webinar, we are going to have a Q&A for questions. We will stay on as long as we need to. So please, as we go through this presentation, be sure and write down any questions you have. And then at the end of the presentation, like I said, we'll have a Q&A, and we'll be happy to answer all of those questions. So without further ado, I would love to introduce Sean Madavi. He is the CEO of GoalCrusher. He is our special guest today and marketing extraordinaire. He has designed Your New Neighborhood's website. He's doing some videos for us and just does amazing, amazing work. So I'm real excited to have Sean as our guest speaker today. Sean, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, Sean. So, and to our audience, what we're going to learn today. First, we're going to talk about the proper way to set up an email marketing campaign. Next, we're going to do a step-by-step on how to write a converting email. And next, we will view the right way to send mail and real examples of what to send. And then lastly, this is real exciting, we're going to do an over-the-shoulder look at Facebook's new custom audiences and how to leverage your existing database. We're going to let you take it away first.
Well, I'm excited. Again, guys, thank you so much for showing up today. Just make sure that you're present in this training, because we're going to cover three, I would call them deadly systems, Devon, deadly, meaning if you do them, you're literally going to kill your competition. If you're just doing all three of these, if you do one of them, you're going to really maximize your marketing efforts on your database. So we're going to cover those today. But the first is email marketing. I mean, everybody knows about email marketing. It's something that you're here because you received an email. You may have seen a post on social media, like on Facebook or on LinkedIn, but probably you got here today because you got an email in your email inbox and you read something that compelled you to click it, therefore compelling you to register for this webinar, and that's why you're here. And so that just goes to show you the power of email marketing. It'd be like driving down the street and seeing those signs on the street that say, do billboards work? Well, they just did because you read it. I mean, that's exactly why you're here, because of that. So I'm just going to cover, first and foremost, not going to go too in depth with this, but I just wanted to make sure everyone knows kind of the most simplistic and a little bit more of the more advanced marketing systems that are out there. Constant Contact, for instance, is one that Your New Neighborhood uses with all of their marketing, and I'm going to have Devon speak about that in a little bit. The second is Aweber. You've got MailChimp. You've got GetResponse. Guys, these email marketing databases are so inexpensive and affordable, especially for a solopreneur. That would be an entrepreneur that's in his business with no employees. He's got a database. He's out marketing and networking and getting business cards and constantly trying to stay in contact with your database. These are very inexpensive. Some of these are actually free to join. You get a free account up to a certain amount of emails, and then as it grows, you start paying. I think Aweber on the low scale is like $14 a month. So when we say getting into one of these is a no-brainer, it really is a no-brainer because there's no excuse not to have an email marketing database. And then you've got two of the upper-ended ones, which are like Infusionsoft and Zoho. These are more like CRMs. And a CRM is a client retention management system that allows you to follow up with your people and stuff. So I'm not going to really go into these. I'm sure you guys already know about these systems. But Devon, you use Constant Contact. Why do you like Constant Contact? Why is it so effective in your business?
Well, for those that know me pretty well, they know that I am not real computer savvy, to be quite honest with you. But I can use Constant Contact. So if I can use it and if I can figure it out, then anyone can. So it's super easy to use, for anyone. And it makes it really easy to schedule out your email. So like, for example, we sent out an email to our database every day this week. Well, I scheduled all of those on Sunday. So once I scheduled them and wrote them out on Sunday, I was done for the rest of the week and didn't have to think about it again. So it made inviting all of today made it really easy. So super easy to use, very affordable. We spend less than $100 a month on Constant Contact, and we use it in so many different ways. So definitely worth every penny.
Yeah, and you've got tens of thousands of people on your list, so it's a lot. So when you're talking about like $100, I mean, some of the listeners today may have 100 people on their list, and so it's a lot less than that. So guys, just want to hit it home. Make sure that you've got one of these systems, and if you would ask me which one's the best one out of the top four, I really wouldn't be able to give you that response. I think it's just more of you just getting into it and playing with it and figuring it out yourself. I personally use Infusionsoft in my consulting business, GoalCrusher, and it's just been an amazing system for me. So with that said, we're going to talk about creating an email marketing plan, because everyone needs an email marketing plan, just like Devon said, this promotion specifically. And guys, everything that we're telling you, this is not theoretical. This is stuff that we're doing in our business and that we coach our clients to do in their business. So these are things that we're just telling, these are real world experiences that we're telling you here. But number one, creating an email marketing plan. So like Devon was saying, Sunday, she planned out what her promotion was. I don't know what your promotion is, right? If let's say you're a mortgage professional, right? And you've got an event coming up. An email marketing strategy for your event is crucial. It's critical in your business because you want people to show up to your event. Let's say, for instance, if you got a special that's going on in your retail store, maybe it's a sale that's going on, a clearance item, or whatever it is, a special event, a holiday. You want to prepare that month in advance, gearing up and leading up to that. Well, it simply just takes you sitting down and creating that plan. Number one, you need to figure out what the first point of contact is. Like how did the person get on your list? Was it a form that was on your website? Was it an opt-in for a newsletter? Maybe you took advantage. Maybe you're a current Your New Neighborhood client and you've got the Your New Neighborhood database, which is what we're going to talk a lot about today. How did you acquire that list? Because it's really important to understand what messaging you're going to send to them based off of why you have their information. For instance, if somebody came to my website and filled out a form for a business assessment, right? And then I sent them an email to talk to them about SEO, and just sent them an email to talk about SEO. Well, there would probably be a huge disconnect because they weren't really interested in SEO. They wanted more of a marketing consult. They wanted me to consult them or do a strategy session to find out a little bit more about their business. So we just want to make sure that we have a plan. We have a clear strategy on what we want to do. Secondly, segment your list. It's very, very important you segment your list. For those of you that have got different territories, let's say you work maybe in Plano, in Richardson, and in Frisco, or in let's say Flower Mound, and there's different areas. People in different areas are you can send different messaging to them. For instance, if you got people in Flower Mound and you're promoting a local event in Flower Mound, you're not going to send that to the people in Richardson or Forney or the surrounding areas. Maybe the surrounding areas closer, but not real far out. It's really important to segment your list. You can segment your list a couple of different ways: by occupation, by gender. I know a lot of business owners really market only to men. Some only market to women. If you sell women's jewelry, and you're not going to be wanting to send a lot of emails out about stuff to men unless it's Christmas time or Valentine's Day and you're talking about sending a message to them specifically about buying a gift for their wife. So now you understand why segmentation is so important, because you can really tailor make those messages to them and really speak to their core. The second thing is, what's the incentive? What are they going to get what are they going to get back for giving you their information? So, for instance, is it a newsletter? Are they signing up for your newsletter, or are they blog updates? Are they new products, events, coupons, etc.? You have to really define what that is. So there might be a different strategy every month for something different. For instance, Valentine's Day is coming up. A lot of you have got special Valentine's Day gifts that you can give loved ones. Well, if somebody's signing up, then you can create a sign up for get on our sweetheart list, where we're going to send you special ideas about gifts that you can get your loved one for the holidays. Just an idea for you guys. Always get a double opt-in. So if you'll notice on this promotion for this webinar, a lot of you got an email that came to you afterwards asking you to click. That way we can make sure that you're a live person and make sure that you don't go into the spam folder. It's very, very important, guys, that when you get, like, for instance, Your New Neighborhood list, sending an email to that list is great. But when you want them to respond to you, it's important that you get them to fill out something. You want to get them onto your list, a double opted-in list. So you want to take them from cold traffic to a double opted-in warm list, because you don't want a lot of spam complaints with email. So it's really important to know and understand that. And I don't want to go too much in depth to that, because it's a whole training in itself. But if some of you are having questions about email and spamming and click-through rates and stuff like that, those are some questions that we can answer toward the end. Set up an autoresponder series. So this is really important. So for instance, if somebody signs up on your email list or email database, whether it's a list on whether they found you through Facebook or on your website, or however it is they found you, have like a 2 or 3 email series that's set up that kind of welcomes them to who you are as an individual or who you are as a business. For instance, if you one of my companies is called Realbees, and Realbees is a real estate coaching and training site. And so when an agent signs up for realbees.com, what happens is there's a whole series of emails that goes out. I think I have like a 12 email series that goes out to them, and I'm directing them to specific blog posts. I'm directing them to specific trainings. I'm directing them to like me on Facebook. I'm directing them to buy my product. I'm directing them to do a lot of different things, but it's all set up. It's all automated. That's the word. That's what we love about that word automated, autoresponder is we set it and forget it. And so everyone should have something like that built in their business that's directing people and training people to do what it is that you want them to do. And not to mention only that, it also gives you that ability to build that relationship with them through email. And then the last one is be relevant. Make sure that you're not sending emails that don't really pertain or just kind of bland. Put your personality into it. Express yourself. Be opinionative. It's a part of your brand. Remember, we're not going to get into branding today. I teach branding all the time, but when you send out messaging, when you send out emails, when you send out Facebook posts and all of that, it's a part of your overall brand. So you just want to make sure that when you speak to people on email, don't type like you're speaking to an audience, but type like you're speaking to one person. It's very, very important because when they get that email, you want them to think that you're talking to them and that they're very, very special. So I just want to make sure I want to hit that home. That's really kind of an overarching email marketing plan. Then you've got setting the dates and stuff like that. I really don't want to get into the tiny details of it. I just wanted to be real kind of general and specific about that. So what I want to do right now is kind of break down an email. A lot of you are sending an email right now and you're probably wondering why it doesn't work, or you don't even know if it worked, or you may be looking at your click rates and seeing that a lot of people aren't opening the emails. I want to go through this with you and just kind of talk to you specifically about how to create an email, and then I'm going to show you an example of a really high converting email. So first of all, personalize the from line. So a lot of times what we do in email is we have our company name. So it'll be like the email came from Your New Neighborhood, or it came from GoalCrusher. We want that to be your name because your name is very important, because we're branding you as the expert in your industry, right? You're the expert, not your company. So if you're an insurance agent that works for like farmers insurance, for instance, if you're sending out emails, make sure it doesn't say Farmers Insurance. Make sure it says your name. And there's ways of going into your email marketing database and fixing that. So that's really important. Second thing that's important is your subject line. It's the most important job is to get your email opened. So for instance, if you're looking at your Gmail account, for instance, right, and you're scrolling through your Gmail, if you're like me, I've got like almost 5,000 unopened emails because I get so many different emails. And sometimes what I'm doing is I'm just really scrolling through the subject lines to see really what pops out and really what gets my attention. Make sure that you leverage curiosity. Make sure there's controversy. Ask a question or put a big benefit there. It's really important that you put a big benefit there. Like, for instance, if you're, let me just take a look at who's on our call today. If we got, so let's see right here, Melinda from Burleson. Melinda, what do you do for a living? I'm going to ask some questions here, guys. I want to make this interactive. Melinda, what do you do? Or actually, I'm going to do this right now. I want everyone to go into the chat box and just tell us what it is that you do for a living. Just go in and say, carpenter, florist, mortgage, realtor, whatever it is that you do. Go into the chat box right now. This is going to help me kind of give some real world examples of how this can impact your business. So just do me a huge favor. Okay, so we got water testing and treatment. Okay, water testing treatment, that's a tricky one. Let me just do that one here. So maybe the subject line would be let's just say the dirty things in your water. Ooh, would that get you to open up an email? The dirty things in your water, or the bacteria lurking in your water. I mean, if that was the subject line, I would open it because Devon, I don't know about you. If someone sent me an email and said that subject line, I'm like, heck, what's going on? I want to make sure there's no bacteria in my water, right?
Absolutely. I was just about to say I would open that. I probably don't want to know what's in my water, but it would definitely catch my attention, and I'd open that email in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. Kirk, landscaping and lawn care. One of the big things about right now is, we're in a huge seller's market in real estate, and curb appeal is everything, right? I mean, especially when you look at like, I'm not saying like it's not like this in every neighborhood, but there's a sense of pride in having a home and having a nice, that curb appeal and the look and the feel, especially with the spring and summer months. Hopefully coming here pretty soon. It seems like it's spring out right now, but everyone really wants that look and feel. So maybe one of the ways that you could send a really impactful subject line with that is, or even this way is, you could say something that would affect like their pocketbook, for instance, like the value of their home. Like increase the value of your home with curb appeal. So everybody wants their home value increased, right? So maybe that's a way of doing it. And then that email could be directed to a blog post that you had, Kirk, about how having an amazing landscaping or whatever is going to help increase the price of your home. If you're in corporate landscaping, then it's a little bit different. But I'm just kind of giving you guys some ideas. Secondly, here we've got. Oh, let me get back on this. Okay, so the salutation. So, hey, this sets a tone for the relationship. Hey, first name works better than hello, Mr. Last name. Guys, get personable. Remember, when I said talk to your list like you're having a one on one conversation with your client, this helps warm them up. So, if you've noticed, the emails that Devon sent out to you were not like, hello, Mr. Business Owner, or hello, Mr. So and so. It's like, hi, hi Jim, hi Kirk, hey David. It's very personal because we want to make sure that people feel warm and fuzzy and feel good and feel like there's a relationship there, right? Now, some of you have never met Devon, but when she started talking to you through the email, she talked to you like she knew you, and that's really important that you want to do for your database, especially and I don't know if your database, but prospective clients. The most powerful word in the English dictionary is your name, and it's when you say somebody's name. So just make sure you remember that. The opening hook should draw the reader into your message. Make a mysterious statement, give your reader a hint, ask a question, make a contradiction, start the story. So this is where you're going to really kind of fold right into what you are saying with your subject line. And this could be so going back to water treatment, 96% of, I don't know what the percentages are, and I'm sure, hopefully, if you're in the water treatment business, that you have some really amazing statistics that can really awaken people. So you can say, um, you know, 23% of bacterias get through the water lines and into your drinking water. I don't know if that's a real statement. Make sure that it's a real statement. Don't ever lie in any emails or any type of your marketing, but make sure it's a true statement. But say something that like that attaches onto that subject line. And then what you're going to do is the body should promote the benefits of your service, why they benefit from owning, or and I want you to think end in mind. So when you're looking at, so going back to water treatment, so when you're looking at that, it's a lot of people are looking at how to improve the quality of their life and improve the quality of their water, or improve the quality, whatever. And that's when you start going into what the benefit is of clicking through to this and letting them know. Like, for instance, on this, we said, hey, here's what you're going to learn in this webinar. We're going to teach you this. We're going to teach you this. We're going to teach you this. You're going to walk away empowered. And that's what you want your client to do, your prospective client to do. Then you're going to leverage the desire that was created in the body with the ending hook. The ending hook is going to be the direct statement that make it irresistible to get you to click. So we want, like, it's like, man, I got to click that. I got to click that to see what's on the other end. And whether it's a registration page, whether it's your blog post, whether it's to download a coupon, whether it's to fill out a survey, whether it's to fill out a a form to get more information, like you insurance guys out there. You want people filling out forms for quotes on insurance. You want them to fill that out. So I would say, and I don't want to get into this, but I will say it, if you're sending people directly to a form, make sure it's personable. There's some copy on there that really penetrates their soul. If you can put a video on there, video increases conversion. That's a whole other training. But we're going to show you an example of how to do this. And in the closing is a chance to brand yourself with a crafty sign off. Be consistent. Examples are to your success, make a difference. I always use elevate your thinking because that's one of my missions in life, is to help people elevate the way that they think to empower entrepreneurs. So make sure that you have a tagline, you use it often. It's a part of your branding. Don't make it so cliche, like your neighborhood insurance agent, not like something like that, but something that's impactful, and that's going to resonate with people. So here's an example. This is a guy that's a marketer that I subscribe to. His name's Rich Sheffrin. Some of you may have heard Rich Sheffrin, but he is a renowned marketer, author, speaker, and coach, and somebody who is one of my mentors. And this is an older email, but I always use this email as an example. First of all, if you'll look, the compelling subject line is insider traffic tactics everyone will be talking about next year. Well, okay, so now he's using social proof, right, or what we call a social trigger to get me to think that I want, because if everyone else is talking about it, I want to talk about it, right? I want to know about what's going on. So he says insider traffic tactics. So number one, I'm in the marketing business, so I want to know about how to drive traffic to websites and opt-in pages and LinkedIn pages and stuff like that. But secondly, now he's saying everyone else is talking about it. Hey, I want to know about it too. Secondly, he said, this is Rich Sheffrin. It's Rich from strategicprofits.com. It's not support at strategicprofits.com. It's not info at strategicprofits.com. It's not no reply at strategicprofits.com. It's Rich. This is his personal email address. So if I reply to this, I'm probably going to get into his email inbox, and he's probably going to start a conversation with me. That's really important, guys, that you understand that, because people want to do business with people they like and trust. They want to do business with people that they can touch, that they can hug on, and that they can get mad at if something goes wrong. Right? This is just little tiny things, and these are the little tiny things that help increase conversion. Secondly, his salutation is warm. Hey, Sean. We're all accustomed to saying, "Hey, Sean." Not greetings, Mr. Homeowner. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you have their name and you know what you're saying to them. Opening hook, great questions. Look, don't you hate it when you find out about a really powerful marketing tactic that works like crazy, only to discover that you found about it too late after it's already overused, worn out, and just doesn't work anymore? Well, you no longer have to be behind the curve. So now he's going into his benefits of the body. Because as one of my readers, you are in a position to find out about insider traffic tactics where we're using strategic profits right now that work so well. Everyone will be talking about it next year. Look at the end hook. Take a look at the new future of website traffic. He's got it to where I have to click. I'm not going to not click it. There's just no way. I have to click it because I want to find out what's next. And then he says it's perfect closing to higher profits and beyond. Boom. This is how everyone should be crafting emails. All right. It's very, very important. A lot of you are using HTML email templates. I will tell you some of those HTML email templates don't even pop up on some people's phones, and some people. If I were you, I would use this exact format right here. I wouldn't even veer from it. If you'll notice, the email that went out today or this week have been very close to this. This is going to help you increase the most traffic with email marketing. So with that said, I hope everyone got some benefit out of that. If you did, put a big yes in here. Just want to make sure that we all are we're all in here. So we've got a lot of questions coming through, and I want to just make sure that we got phone app designers, financial advisors. I just want to go through here real quick and say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to Esther, Heather, David, Diana, Emily, Melinda, Katie, Steve, CL. I don't know who that is, but CL is a phone app designer. We've got Rick, Rich, a lot of different people in here. So everyone, so if you got a lot of if you got a lot of benefit from the email marketing portion, just do me a huge favor and put the word yes in here. We just want to make sure that we're keeping, we're doing the right thing. Yes, 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 yes. Devon, we got a bunch of yeses. So Devon, we're going to talk about direct mail marketing. So let me just tell you something. Devon is not only the CEO and founder of Your New Neighborhood, she is a networking machine, direct mail response expert. If you're not a current client of Your New Neighborhood, you've got to really talk to her or talk to one of her affiliates out there. They have an amazing group of individuals that are their sole purpose is helping you elevate your business to the next level. And this webinar is really to help you but help you leverage the Your New Neighborhood email database, or not the email database, but just the database that you get for free as a part of being a client of theirs. Now, this database, not only are you using the email portion of it, but we're going to talk about direct mail right now. But everybody, please listen to what Devon has to say. This is very, very important information. So Devon, take it away.
Thank you, Sean. Yes, we are very understanding of the small business owner. We are small business owners ourselves, and I know a lot about direct mail marketing, but I know nothing about dentistry. I really don't know much about landscaping or the dry cleaning business. So we're all here to help each other learn and grow. And one of the ways that we want to help you guys is understanding how important it is for you to get your name out in front of there over and over and over again. Not just with the list of new homeowners that you would get from Your New Neighborhood, but just your entire database. What are you doing to get your name out there? This is a powerful point here. Did you know that the average person needs to see your name and marketing message at least 7 times before they will use your business? So obviously, you've got to keep your name out there. Harvard Business Review reported that companies could increase profits by 85% by just following up with potential customers. You may have heard the fortunes in the follow-up. I would cut that on a Post-it note, put it on your desktop, your car, because it's so, so true. And here's another thing to think about. Do you have competition? We all do. We all have competition. So if you're not in front of your customer base, guess what? Your competition is. So we want them to make sure that as soon as they need your service, guess where they go? To you. So last time I checked, none of us have ESP. I know I don't. I wish I did. We don't know where your potential customer is in the purchase process. So that follow-up, it builds customer loyalty. And guess that is what we all want. We want that customer loyalty. So now that we've determined, you've got to make sure that you're following up with your database. You've got to stay in front of them with that list. So now that we've determined that, you've got to make sure that your message is clear and concise. You have about 3 seconds to catch their attention. That's kind of a scary thought. 3 seconds. That's how long you have to catch their attention. That's how Sean was going over what the email subject line should look like, where it should be from. Those little things are so important. I really appreciate Sean bringing those out, because that personalization, what the subject line is, what the front line is, that's all so important. And it's no different when you are mailing something to your database, because you've got to do a little bit of everything. You can't just do one thing. You need to be mailing. You need to be emailing. We're going to be talking about Facebook. You need to be doing it all. There's not just one be-all, end-all answer out there. So first, before you even start mailing things out, you've got to plan, plan, plan. You need to know exactly what you were sending out each month. You have to have a budget sheet, and you have to set aside time to get your marketing pieces out. That time is so important to set aside. You have to do that. So now you're putting together your plan. You need to give educational content on your cards or the letters that you mail out. Do not just quote unquote sell them every time or constantly send offers. Frankly, it makes you look desperate. So don't be always selling in your marketing pieces. Think about your business and how you can help your database. What helpful tips do you have? You'll notice on our marketing calendar that we're going to go to the next slide with, we send out an offer every 4 months. So we use the 313 plan. For 3 months in a row, we'll send out a letter, a postcard, an e-newsletter, an e-blast. Those 3 months in a row, it's always going to be an educational piece. And then on that fourth letter, it'll be an actual promotion. So we have something, as you can see from this marketing calendar, every month of the year that we're sending out to our database. January, it's going to be a New Year theme. Get your New Year started out right. Here's some goal-setting tips for you. In February, you see there we're doing an e-newsletter. March, we do a postcard. And then look, there in April, we're finally in month 4 sending out a special promotion. For us, our customer base happens to like getting gift bags to put their items in that we give to the new homeowners. So that's something that makes sense for them. If you're a dry cleaner, you know, maybe in that 4th month, you do a $20 off your total ticket. Or if you're a restaurant, you offer them a free appetizer. But the first 3 months needs to be something educational. How are you helping your database? What kind of tips and ideas can you give them? They'll appreciate that. So as you can see here, have an entire calendar for the year planned out. If you're a florist and Mother's Day is coming around, you need to be planning in April. You should have sent out something in April surrounding Mother's Day. You know, what are you getting your mother for Mother's Day? Here's a nice, you know, floral bouquet. Here's some of the options we have to choose from. Here's some ideas to get your mom for Mother's Day. You can't send that out in May. You've got to plan ahead. So make sure you've got your entire calendar laid out, January through December, what you're going to do each month. And the nice thing about having this each month throughout the year, there's always a holiday or something unique and special coming up. But you've got to be planning and planning ahead. So,
and I think I'm just going to jump in real quick, Devon. I mean, how many people, honestly, just be transparent, how many people don't plan out the year in advance for marketing? Just say yes or no. Just say, do you plan out a year in advance for marketing? Yes or no? I'm just curious. I won't judge you because I'll be honest with you. There have been some years in my business where I didn't plan out, and I was month to month. I mean, if you're not planning out for a year in advance, at least be planning out in a quarter at a time. But what I love about this is, you know, Devon, within a shadow of a doubt, what it is that you're going to be doing. You're not going to be like stuck. I mean, if anything, the plan is set. The only place where you could get stuck is if you're just not implementing the plan. Maybe you're implementing it a little too late. But this gives you an absolute clarity, I would imagine, as well, on what your expenses are going to be for the year in marketing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once you get it set for the year, you know what your marketing budget is, you know what your plan is, and then after that, it's simply just implementing. And I'll be honest too, I'll be transparent. You know, when we've been in business for 5 years now, the first couple of years, we really didn't have a marketing plan. But I'll say this was our marketing plan from 2014. And we had a huge difference in our revenue at the end of the year. in 2014, and in part was due to us really putting forth and implementing our calendar, our marketing calendar. So it does make a difference in your revenue, in that bottom line. That's why I put this calendar up here. It makes a difference. We're here to help you and grow that bottom line, and it helped us.
So we got just answering the questions. We have a yes, a no, no, not in that detail, working on it, but not yet. I will now. I like that. Only for major holidays. No, I plan each quarter. Yeah, so that's kind of, so we have like, it's almost like 50-50. I think it's more like 60-40 on no's to the yeses.
Yeah, let's make that 100%. I'm telling you, it'll make a huge difference in that bottom line. Huge difference. All right, so now that you've put that calendar together, you've got to then, as Sean was kind of talking about, make sure that what you're sending out in the mailbox is getting read. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the mailbox, I come back in the house, I stand at my kitchen counter with my recycle bin on one side, and on the kitchen counter goes the things that I have to keep. You don't want to end up in that recycle bin because, like I said before, you've got about 3 seconds to catch their attention. You know they're going to keep all the bills. You want to be one of those important things that they keep, they look at, and they read. So this is so important. So I've got an example here of what the outside of an envelope should look like. So let me say this real quick. We don't just send out postcards. Your New Neighborhood will send out letters. Then we'll send out a postcard. And then the next month we'll send out a different postcard. Then we'll send out letter again. So mix it up. So on the letter that we send out, this is kind of gives you some tips and ideas on what the outside of that envelope should look like. In the return address section there, it should really either be your physical address, which is preferred, or your P.O. box. Do not put your business name there, because if they don't know who it's from, they then feel the need to open it. I mean, think about yourself when you go to the mailbox. What do you keep? What do you recycle? What do you throw away? So if you don't put a business name there, don't use your letterhead. I know a lot of us will get envelopes in our letterheads in that return address section. Don't use those envelopes with your potential customer base. So just your return address. Another tip that works really well is use different colors of envelopes in greeting card size. That will help them really stand out. One of our awesome affiliates in Austin, Rochelle, she actually had that idea. She's the one that gave that idea to me last year. I thought, man, that is a great idea. It works. So don't use just the standard business size white envelope. Use that greeting card size and make it different colors. That will help it stand out. Then the next part, this is really important, where you're writing your person's name from your database. If you can handwrite their name, that would be amazing. But again, I'm a busy business owner. I know we all are. So if you need to, use a label to help save time. And certainly makes it go a lot faster. If you need instructions on how to print out names and addresses on labels, I'm more than happy to send that to you. Again, I'm not the most computer savvy person in the world. I certainly had to learn. So if you need instructions on that, I'm more than happy to send that to you. So that's how the outside of your envelope should look. These tips and ideas, absolutely, definitely use those. So now that we have them opening our envelope, here are some samples of what it should look like. Now, for our particular customer base, they get the list of homeowners every single month that we deliver to. So on there, naturally, it's going to say Dear Homeowner. But where it says homeowner, put their actual name. So when our customers get the list of homeowners, they have John and Susan Smith. They have their actual name. And like Sean was saying earlier, make it personal. where it says here, we know that when you get that list of homeowners, you know they're new into their home. So you're addressing that specifically. Congratulations on making a wonderful decision to join our community. We understand how tough a move can be, especially when you're new to the area. We have made these letters very personal. That is key. It doesn't need to be just a standard, hey, here's my business. If you need these services, come by. Make your letter personal to them. I love this with the second one. Welcome to your new home. We're glad to have you in our neighborhood. We have lived here for X amount of years. Year after year, we grow to love our community more. My name, by the way, is, I have 3 kids, 1 boy and 2 girls. See how personal that is. That gives that homeowner, the new homeowner, they immediately start relating to you. So there's some examples there of what your letter should be. Also, too, do not make your letter long and paragraph after paragraph. Bullet point your letters. Make them short paragraphs. Sadly, people don't read very much anymore. Would you agree with that, Sean? We skim.
Well, yeah, the attention
So
span,
can't.
the attention span of somebody is you've got a limited time to like make an impact on them. So you just want to get to the point.
Yeah, get to the point, make it personal, put in just a few sentences in your paragraph. Don't make it long, too wordy, anything like that. So be careful about that. We're all excited about our businesses, and we want to tell our potential customer base everything about us. But in the real world, that's not what they're going to read, unfortunately. So, be practical. Think about yourself and how busy you are, and then address your potential customer base, your database that way. All right, Sean. Those are some sample letters. Now we're going to talk about postcard samples. Now, same thought process here. You've got 3 seconds, remember, to catch their attention. Also, remember, you're not going to sell to them every time you send them a postcard. Give them tips. For us, our potential customer base is business owners. So this is one of the postcards that we sent out last year.
And Devon, I just want to jump in real quick. You keep saying you don't have to sell to them every time. I think it's important for everyone to understand part of your brand should be providing value to your clients. Mm-hmm. And that is a mindset you have to adopt. It is a mindset, because if you've got commission breath and you're always looking, if you're just in business to get rich and make money, then you're not going to adopt this philosophy, this way of thinking. Making money and being profitable is a byproduct of providing value to people. So when you go out of your way to spend a little money to provide value to your existing client database or prospective client database, what happens is naturally they look to you as the expert. They look to you as a person that they can trust. Therefore, they're going to refer people to you. They're going to buy more from you. They're going to revisit your stores. They're going to revisit your brand. It's just going to be a repeat client. One of the questions that I ask in all my marketing surveys is I say, what's the average lifetime value of one of your clients? And when the number's really, really low, that tells me that people don't expect repeat business. When I say what's the average lifetime value of a client, it should be really high, because you provide so much value that you get lots of referrals and lots of repeat business from people. So when Devon keeps saying, you don't always have to sell, that's really important. That's the mindset, is that we're providing value. Like today, this webinar, we have nothing to sell. Zero. This is 100% value to you guys. And this is our way of just saying thank you for being loyal customers. Thank you for coming on the webinar. And at the end of the day, maybe you'll want to do some more business with us somewhere. But that's not really the point. The point is providing value. So I just wanted to jump in and say that, Devon.
Man, thank you so much for that, Sean. It's so true. I mean, that's why, I was saying provide value, don't sell. That's exactly it. Because, I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. Absolutely. So as you see here on this postcard, we've got 3 tips and just a few sentences under each tip. And then we also have a picture of our beautiful Wendy Lesage affiliate from the Flower Mound Market and her name and number. Anywhere on here, we did not ask for anyone's business. It's simply, here's some ways to improve your marketing message. And that's it, just 3 tips. And the next one.
And something that I would add to this, just me being a marketer, and I would possibly put a call to action on there to learn more about how you can do that, or just talk to me one-on-one about how we can grow your business even more. Or if you if you have a referral program, if you use referrals, you're allowed to put that on a postcard. It's because it's a subtle, not, hey, call me to get something. It's not like you're holding hostage a message in return for information from them. It's more of a subtle, hey, if you want to, here's how you do it type deal. That's what I would add to that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And then here's another card that we send out. Again, just helping educate our customers, not selling them. And this one was just not educating. It was a postcard designed by one of our affiliates over in the Keller, South Lake area. You see her beautiful face there, Rhonda. This is her peanut brittle recipe. I mean, again, this is really personal. This is neat. It's something different. It helps her stand out. She's, wishing them a Merry Christmas and also giving them a recipe, a family recipe. So it really helps you to relate to your customer base when you can bring in a personal element like this, a family recipe. I love this idea. And then lastly, we're going to actually point out one thing with this postcard. Sean, you've got the next one for the piano studio.
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, for some odd reason, I'm not seeing it. All right. So this next one, there it is. All right. So this one, I want to point out some things that I really like about it. First, it's clean and to the point. You see that nice white background? You know exactly who she is and what she does immediately. She personalized the bullet points with notes. Love that idea. And then here's her offers. New homeowners receive 2 free trial lessons. Notice it's not a percentage off. It's just simply 2 free trial lessons. You've got to make it easy for them to use your business. Now, Sean pointed out something really important. The only thing we don't like about this postcard is what, Sean?
Well, there's 2 things that, number one, guys, if you're in business for yourself and you're still using your personal email address, it creates a little bit of worry in the eyes of a client. They want to know that you're associated with the business. Now, I don't know for what reason. I'm not picking on Deborah because maybe she didn't have a website built, or I noticed there's not a web address on here as well. But we want to make it easy for clients, and you always want to talk about branding yourself. So if you're still using your personal email address and you have a business name, it's important to go ahead and get your name at your business address. So if that's Deborah at DeborahDavis.com, that's great, or DeborahDavisPianoStudio.com or PianoStudio.com, whatever it is that her website is. It just helps with solidifying that this is a real brand, this is a real business, and I want to do business with this person. Some people would disagree and say, well, it makes it more personable. But I will tell you from my experience in marketing, over hundreds of small businesses, helping them build their marketing for them, that's really important. And then that call to action, the call to action on here obviously is to call, but there even better call to action. And guys, let me show you how you can take mail and correlate this back into your email marketing. Your mailer will have a link to a website. They're going to go to your website probably before they'll call you. Just letting you know that they're probably going to go to your website before they call you. We live in a day and age right now. If someone gets your business card and they're thinking about doing business with you, or they're thinking about buying the service or acquiring the service or product that you have, they're probably going to go on Google first and Google you. The reason being they're going to go on and Google you is because now we've got different things like reviews, Google Plus reviews, Yelp reviews, we've got LinkedIn recommendations, we've got Facebook recommendations, we've got all of these different things that are on the internet. And the reason why is because people want to find out if you're a real person, if you're a real business, and if you're going to do a good job for them. So if you're putting a call to action on your card, make sure that it's going to a website, and on that website, make sure they have ability to fill out a form. That way now you're generating more. What are we doing now? We're building our email database. And so that was the only thing that I had on that last card, Devon.
Yeah. Great points. Great points. The main thing behind this card that I wanted everyone to see is how clear it is, how concise it is. It goes back to how quickly you need to catch their attention. So the overall layout and that clear, concise message, you see it immediately. So those are some great ideas on direct mail, how you should use it, the proper ways to use it. If you would like more detailed information on that, you've got my email address. Feel free to email me. I'd be more than happy to send you some detailed information on that. So now we're going to hear from Sean on Facebook marketing, and I, again, will be honest and say this is not my area of expertise, but it is Sean's. So someone thinking about Facebook marketing.
Yeah, so we've gone a little long today. So the beautiful thing about Facebook marketing is it's so easy. I'm going to show you how to do this in 9 steps, literally 9 steps. So we'll go step by step. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to take our email database, right? We're going to take our email database, whether it's phone numbers or whether it's email addresses, it doesn't matter. You're going to take that and put that into a CSV file. For those of you that don't know what that is when you take your email, your database or whatever it is, your list in Excel format. It's just going to only have the email addresses all in the little the little cells that are in Excel, and then we're going to save that as a .csv file. Now we have our phone numbers or our email addresses, and then that's where we're going to save that. So we're going to take that. And if those people have those email addresses, those same email addresses were used to sign up in Facebook, we're going to show you how to put your marketing message right in front of those existing people on Facebook. Therefore reinforcing your brand, your messaging, and getting people to come back to your website. This is the most powerful thing that Facebook has ever done. And this is just literally 5% of what I can teach you on Facebook. So if you're interested in let me just get a bunch of yeses or nos. How many people right now are advertising on Facebook, some form of advertising on Facebook? And I don't care if it was just as low as boosting a post for like 5 or 10 or $30. So just put a yes or a no into the chat box. I would love yes, yes, yes. Limited marketing, yes, yes, yes. Occasionally have a Facebook page, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Not including having a Facebook page. I'm talking have actually gone in and paid Facebook, have put their credit card information in Facebook. No, but want to, not paid, didn't work. No. Okay, so we got a bunch of those people saying no. So here's a beautiful thing. So a lot of you feel like you got your Facebook page and that you're making posts and stuff, that's marketing. Here's a sad statistic. Only on average, 16% of the people that like your page will actually see a post that you make on your page. 16%. So if you have 1,000 people that like you, only maybe 160 people are actually going to see that message. And that's only if all 160 of those people are on Facebook at that time that you posted it. because we all know your news feed, it goes down, it goes very quickly, especially news feeds go very quickly. The average person knows 200 people, and I don't know how many average friends people have on Facebook, but it's way more than 200. So the fact why I say that is because your post probably isn't getting seen, but I'm going to show you how to take your database, input that into Facebook, and get your ad right in front of their face for pennies on the dollar. So here we go. Step one. Number one, you got to create your custom audience. So if everyone can see to the far right, the top right of the little email thing, the Facebook thing, there's a little thing next to the lock, and it's set. When you drop down, it shows your page and stuff, and there's going to be manage ads. You're going to click the manage ads, and this is the ad center, what it looks like. And if you'll notice to the far left, there's a thing called audiences, right? See the audiences? So we're going to click that. That's step one. Step two, to the far right, we're going to click create audience. Real simple. And if you can see there, I've got some audiences. I've cut out a bunch of them, but I've got a whole list of audiences. Then step three is we're going to input customer lists, right? Real simple, customer list. We're going to match emails, phone numbers, and don't worry about Facebook user IDs or mobile advisor IDs right now. You don't have to worry about that. This is either going to be emails or phone numbers. So that's step three. Step four, we're going to upload a file. Real simple, upload a file. For those of you that are using MailChimp, Facebook has made it real easy for you. Has included a MailChimp integration. I wish Facebook would do a lot more than just MailChimp, but they've done it for MailChimp. Step five, select whether you want it to be emails or phone numbers. So for those of you that have got a phone number list that don't have email addresses on it, the beautiful thing is if they use that phone number to register in Facebook, guess what? We're going to get right in front of them. We're going to have amazing ads right in front of their faces when they're on Facebook browsing or whatever. So that's step five. Step six, we're going to go to your page, right? You're going to go to your page and you're going to create a post. Now I just want to stop here for a moment, and I want to show you. I want to talk specifically about this post. This post was for a webinar that I was doing for real estate agents on how to get more listings in their business with Facebook. So if you'll notice here, I've incorporated a picture as well as some content. Remember that compelling statement, right? The how to create a listing frenzy with Facebook right now, and I put the link in there, right? That's all we really want. We want our that main sentence that's going to grab them, right? That main subject that's going to grab them, a link, and then add a picture. So if you're a florist, add a picture of floral stuff. If you're a water treatment, put a picture of bacteria on there. I'm telling you right now, that'll freak people out. They'll want to click it because they see bacteria and it says something about bacteria in your water. Boom, it's gonna make them go. Guys that are insurance agents, if you're gonna do something about protecting your home, put a picture of a house with a tree that's fell right into the center of the house. We want pictures that are going to make people click. That's all we're doing here is we're going to make people click. So I've got here home for sale and a bunch of people sending out with auction things. It's very compelling for a real estate agent to want to click that, right? So now that we've made that post goes on our page. And so here, that's step six. Step seven is we're going to go back to our ad center, right? And I don't have all the clicks on here. I'm kind of, because of time, I just want to get through this very quickly. And we're going to do create ad. Right, so if I go back to this step here, see to the far right where it says create ad, far right, it says top right, it says create ad in green. So we'll click that, and that's going to pop up this, which is step 7. And we're going to say boost your posts. Now guys, I want to tell you something. I could do a training on send people to your website, increase conversion, promote your page, get installs on your app, increase engagement on your app, reach people near your business, raise attendance at your event, get people to claim your offer and get video views. I can do an individual training for each one of those. But I'm going to pick on the boost your post right now because we're talking about custom audiences and leveraging your new neighborhood database or your existing database to get more clicks to your offers. So once we click boost your posts, you're going to see here to the right, there's going to be a list of all of your fan pages, your business pages. You're going to select your page, and then it's going to give you the ability to scroll through all your posts. And so then you're going to select the post that you made. which for here is a live workshop, how to create a listing frenzy with Facebook right now. So we create that. So what that's going to do is that's going to turn your post into an ad. That's why it's important to put the picture, because now it's going to show up to the right or in the center of your feed to the specific people that we're going after, which is your custom audience. Which brings me to step number 8, which is set audience parameters. Now, if you'll notice here, it says create new custom audience. We're not going to create a new custom audience because we've already created the custom audience. We already uploaded it earlier. We're just going to start typing the name of that audience in there. So if it's your new neighborhood email database, we'll just type in, you'll have named it YNN database. We'll type that in, it'll pop open. And so once we do that, great. And then we can go through and further manipulate these things from age input. I want to show you something though here that's actually a separate training. If you're doing Facebook ads, this is where you would go in and really set parameters on who you want to see your ads. But for now, we're just talking about custom audiences. And then step 9, which is set your budget, right? You just want to go in here and set how much you want to spend per day to market to that specific list. Now, going back to your plan, right? If your plan is to do email marketing, your plan is to do mail, your plan is to do Facebook. If you're doing all 3 of these guys, you will know quantifiably how much your marketing budget should be within a month. Let's say your budget is to spend $500 on mailers. You've got your $14 to $50 a month email marketing database. And let's say you want to spend $100 per month in Facebook ads. Well, what is that? That's $640 per month in a marketing or advertising to like literally blow up your business and get more repeat business and more referrals. It's like a no-brainer. And listen, if the mailers don't work or if you're not seeing a return on them, then shift that money more into Facebook, put it more into email marketing. I don't know what it is, what's going to be makes the best sense for you in your industry. But this is the way that you do it. This is the way that the successful businesses are leveraging Facebook right now. So is that not powerful, Devon? I mean, good grief. I can take my email database and I can put it into Facebook and they'll market to those exact people. It's
so powerful.
It's unheard of. It's unheard of. So this is powerful, guys. Custom audiences have only been around just recently. Facebook is just put this out for people. There's so many other things that you can do with Facebook. And so with that said, listen, you might need some help doing this. I don't know if you need help doing this. If this is something that you want to do in your business, you want to start getting serious about growing your business and serious about getting more clients and getting more referrals and really tapping into the power of your database. If you do, listen, I'll offer up a free marketing strategy with you. I'll do a free marketing strategy with you, with everyone on this call. It's just go to goalcrusher.com/consulting. Some of you have already filled out the form because it was on the registration page. But if you haven't filled out that form yet and you listen, this is only for people that are interested in investing in their marketing. They've got some type of budget, or they've got some money put aside and they want to do more with their marketing, or they want to increase their lead conversion, or they increase their branding. We do all sorts of stuff from video production all the way to web design and whatnot. Wait till y'all see your new neighborhood video that's going to drop here pretty soon. It's going to be amazing. Secondly, listen, if you're a current your new neighborhood client, please reach out to your representative, reach out to your affiliate. They are amazing women that are really excited about helping you grow your business. Just ask for their help. Ask them what they can do. Reach out to Devon. Devon's going to give her email address here in a moment. Well, all of you got the email, so just reply to her and tell her you want her help. Come to your new neighborhood events. Listen, we're doing events all over, in your specific market. So if you see a link on Facebook, if you see somebody, post something about an email or whatever, click on it, register for the event. Come out, meet me, meet Devon, meet your affiliate, meet other business owners that are trying to elevate their business. Come to these events. Keep watching these trainings. That's another one. And most important, take action. If you learned something today, if you took notes, do it. I don't care if it's a $5 a month budget. It doesn't really matter. Just do it. Take action. Remember, action intentions are great, but action is where everything's at. I think Peter Drucker says it best when he says implementation, not ideas, is the key to real success. Implementation, doing it in your business, is the key, not ideas. We have all great ideas, we all have great intentions, but it's actually putting it into action is what's important. So I know we got a lot of questions. A lot of people are asking stuff, and I just want to make sure that we get all the questions in. So I'm going to do this. I just want to make sure that you guys connect with us. Listen, I want you to do this right now. If you can, if you're not connected with your new neighborhood right now, I'd love for you if you would go to facebook.com/your new neighborhood. Make sure you go and first of all like the page, and secondly, if you got some information from this webinar, please go up here and click the reviews button. Click the reviews button and just do a 4 or 5. Hopefully, it's a 5-star, and just say, hey, really appreciate the webinar today. You guys are awesome. I really love how you're providing value to business owners. We would greatly appreciate if you would do that for your neighborhood. They've taken their time to this time aside to provide value to you. So we want to make sure that you're doing that. And secondly, go to GoalCrusher's Facebook page. Like them. Hey, if you want to leave me a review, you're more than welcome to. But this really isn't about me. This is about your new neighborhood, making sure that you take care of that you're helping them out and giving them reviews. So I want to open this up for Q&A, Devon. We got a lot of people that ask questions, and I want to see what people are thinking. So can you just do me a favor? Just go in and type in your questions right now. I'm going to answer anything marketing related, Facebook related. Devon's going to answer mail related questions, email marketing questions. This is your time to just ask as much as you want.
And I want to say this too. One of the questions was, Sean, is this recorded, and can they print out these slides that we've been going through? Yes, this session, the whole thing's being recorded, and this will be posted on our website, yournewneighborhood.com, on Monday. So if you know of a colleague that was not able to attend the webinar today, tell them they can go on our website and listen to the whole thing, see the slides on Monday. And of course, like Sean said, if you have any other questions, want more information, more detailed information over mailing or Facebook or email, definitely email Sean and I, email myself if it's on Facebook. I will direct you to Sean. Or videos or all those things. But yeah, you'll definitely be able to listen to the webinar on Monday on our website, so be sure and go there and you can download it. So that's one of the questions that I wanted to answer real quick.
Yeah, we had some people asking about that consulting link again, so I just put the link in the chat box. So guys, just look in the chat box there and you'll see goalcrusher.com/consulting. If you want me to work with you one-on-one, some of you may be wanting to do video, whatever it is that you want to do in your business, just talk. Let's listen, the call is no pressure. It's not a sales tactic. It's not I'm going to get you on the phone with some hardcore closer. That's not my mentality. And Devon and all the affiliates can vouch for that. I want to do business with people that want to do business with me. So I'm not in the habit of doing that. Let's get some of these questions. We had some people earlier. We're talking about only doing email marketing during the holidays. And so, my thought process on, or actually it was direct response market, direct mail during the holidays. I would think that, I think it's great to do that. I think it's great to send out cards and stuff like that during the holidays, but it's kind of like expected. I think it's, and Devon, you just, chime in anytime. I think it's really neat to send people when they're not expecting mail, when they're not expecting an email. So, they're always expecting it on their birthdays and anniversaries and holidays. And it's great to do that, but it's the times that they least expect it is what stands out to me. Wouldn't you agree, Devon?
I totally agree. Yeah, absolutely. We actually didn't send out a mail piece in December because I knew everybody else was. I mean, honestly, that's why we didn't. You want to stand out. And if you're going to send a holiday card to your customer base in December, go for it. But if you're sending something to your potential customer base, send it when you know not everybody else is sending items. Like in December, I wouldn't do a big, mail piece in December because their mailboxes are so full already. Do it in January when no one else is. Do it in February, a different month. Yeah. So yeah, really good point.
Yeah, I think one of the questions, and really it was more of a comment. CL does builds Facebook apps and stuff, and I don't think he maybe didn't see the value in the mailing and the Facebook stuff. But I mean, your company needs clients to build Facebook apps. I mean, to build phone apps for, I would imagine. So this is a great way of marketing to companies that might need to build phone apps for their company. So, um, um, yeah, he was talking about blogging to the list as well. Let's see. So Heather said I know, I think a couple of people were saying it didn't work for them as far as Facebook advertising. And, and again, I would say it's all about how you're doing it. Facebook has made so many changes over the last 6 months, and they were scrutinized for a lot of some of the practices as far as like people that were actually clicking likes and stuff like that. And they cleaned up a lot. I think they cleaned up like 8 million. I think it was like 8 million bad accounts that were on Facebook. So or it's something like that. So I know a lot of that's been fixed. Let's see. Katie says we promote about $40 November, December, and have a heavy increase in like shares, etc. Okay, good, Katie. That's awesome. So somebody that's leveraging Facebook advertising, that's awesome. Uh, let's see here. Loved it.
And we've got one on here, Melinda, who is saying she would love some more direct training on Facebook marketing. Melinda, definitely talk to Sean. He is the man for that. I'm more the direct mail and face-to-face, and he is definitely your guru on Facebook, social media. I mean, absolutely give him a call. He'd be more than happy to help you on that.
So CL was wanting to know, what does Facebook cost? Facebook doesn't cost anything. You just set your budget, CL. So you just set how much you want to spend on a daily basis, and that's all that you spend. And that's it. There are companies like mine that will manage a Facebook campaign for you. So what we do at GoalCrusher is we'll actually create the ads, create all the messaging, and then we set the budget based off of what you want, and then we have a management fee on top of that. So if that's something that you're interested in learning about, definitely fill out that form at goalcrusher.com forward slash consulting, and we'll show you how to do more of that. Let's see here. Kirk says, do you know anyone who can help me with my company Facebook page? My logo will not size properly. Also, I want more advice on how to maximize it. Yeah, Kirk, I would say, listen, if you want more information on that, that's what we do at GoalCrusher. So go to that goalcrusher.com forward slash consulting. I just want to learn a little bit more about you and find out what it is that you want and what your goals are, and definitely we can help you out. But again, guys, all of this stuff is on. I mean, you can pretty much find out how to do everything on Google. I'm not saying I'm the end all be all and like the master of Facebook, because I'm not. You can find out how to do everything on your own on Google. But if you're a busy entrepreneur like me, and marketing isn't your core competency, but your relationships and doing whatever it is that your specific trade or service is, then and you understand the power of hiring someone to do your marketing for you, then let's connect, because I'll definitely be able to help you out. David, thank you so much. He says, really enjoyed the information. Guys, if you really enjoyed this information, if you really, 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 really did, go to facebook.com forward slash your new neighborhood. Make sure that you go on there and give your new neighborhood a big shout out and an awesome review. Just like their page, and then click reviews and give them a solid review. We'd really appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's see here. We got great job. It was Okay, great. Kirk says he's going to reach out to me. So awesome. So it doesn't look like we have any more questions. No more questions about Facebook. No more questions about mailing or email marketing. Guys, this is your chance. Go ahead and do it now. Awesome. So we have no more questions about what we're going to do, Devon, Monday. Now you said Monday. It might be Tuesday. We're not going to hold you to Monday, but it might be Tuesday. But you're going to send out an email out to the database, to your list of individuals, and let them know where this is at. Here's the beautiful thing about this. We're going to have a comment section below the blog post that's going to give you the ability to ask more questions, plus specific links to the pages to like, and a link to where you can find out more about consulting with me. And we'll all have that on the blog post, Devon. How's that sound?
Mm-hmm. Sounds great. Sounds great. And we look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you all for joining us on this webinar. Give yourself a big pat on the back for taking time out to help learn. Woohoo! Yes, awesome, awesome. You're taking the first step of many to really hit those goals I know that you've set for yourself in 2015.